Hello, hello, hello. It's been a long time since you saw this beautiful lady. I don't know what to tell. Oh, I don't know what to tell. She's been hiding for quite a long time. Yeah.
He's starting again.
Have
Hello,
you not
it's
been here?
fakeness. Guys, did you miss this fakeness? Hello, guys. okay. Tuaso.
Welcome back. Today is a very beautiful day, and it's been quite a long time since we spoke to you guys, and we are very, 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 very sorry for being this late. We've been busy, family life, doing content, creating of contents, moving from different city to a different city, which we will talk about later. But today, we are going to talk about
What we don't tell you about Canada.
things we don't tell you about Canada, things nobody tells you about Canada, the realities in Canada.
And there's a lot.
A lot of them, but we will be able to mention at least 5 of them to you so that you do not come here with regret, and then with an expectation that is too high. So, without wasting time, let's go.
After the intro.
Okay, so number 1. Canada is very calm, and the people in Canada are very reserved. So it makes it very hard to make friends. What do you say about that?
Whew. I have a lot to say about that. Making friends in Canada is really, really, really difficult. Like, it was difficult for me, and it still is difficult for me. Today you'll meet someone, you'll talk with that person, like the vibe will be good and stuff, and you think that, yay, I made a best friend. The next day you meet that person, and like even
It's like a total stranger.
Even high cries, like and it's like, I don't know. It's really weird.
Saying it like this, you might think we are joking until you experience it yourself. It is quite weird when you are coming from a community or from a country that is quite open, where everybody embraces you so easily. When you go to work, you have people coming in, hey, how are you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, and stuff like that. Trust me. My first work here, I remember the first time going to work and then saying good morning to everybody, just like I've known from France and from Ghana as well. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And I realized about 80% of the people I said good morning to didn't even respond to my good morning.
They were like,
and I was like, in my head, I was like, did I say it right? Because it's actually in French. So it's like bonjour, bonjour. Not knowing that they actually say bon matin. But they still use the bonjour as well, because we are in Quebec, in Canada. So we speak French more often. It was running in my head. I'm like, why are they not responding to my greetings?
Mhm.
And then later on, I get to know that, oh, they themselves, when they come to work and they come and meet you, they don't even greet you.
But it's not all of them, but like, yeah.
For me, about 90% of the time.
Yeah.
90% of the time, they won't even greet you. They work with you. They are in the same team with you. They are in the same department with you. They work with you in the same office. But even good morning, just a simple greeting, and they don't find anything wrong with it. That is the shocking part of it. I think it's the cultural differences. That is how they were
Exactly.
raised.
It's the culture, because, like, for example, in Ghana, when you greet someone, you shake the person's hand.
Hands and stuff
In
like that.
France, you kiss the person
With
like
the
this.
bisou.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah.
And some, like,
It would have been better if you added that one.
Oh, Jawa said, America for it would be like that. Hey, homie.
My nigga, homie.
Yeah, but here it's hello.
It's like hello, hi.
Or you can
Bonjour.
just talk directly with the
Talk
person.
directly with the person.
And when you don't know that, you'll be shocked. You'll be like,
You'll be questioning yourself.
Yeah.
It's like, did I do something wrong? They don't like me.
Exactly, they
What is
don't
it
like
that is
me.
going on? Am I doing my work right? It's a whole lot of things goes into your mind,
Mhm.
and it's not all over Canada. I think there are places in Canada where they are not like that. So yes, they
Yeah,
are very
because you have to
reserved
know
and
that
calm.
in Canada is very big. There are 10 provinces, so it's different
It
everywhere.
changes
It
everywhere.
changes everywhere.
Yeah,
Even from the same province, from a city to another one. It depends if there are a lot of like if it's multicultural.
multicultural. Yeah.
Yeah, it depends a lot. So that when you come, don't expect to be received like, oh, we were waiting for you or something like that. No, nobody is waiting for you here.
And as a
Nobody.
matter of fact, to make friends is very difficult. As I'm talking to you, I don't have any friends. The only friends that I have are the friends that I knew way back from Ghana. They are still the friends. I've not been able to make any friend in Canada yet. And it's been 2 years. Trust me. It's like you talk to them today, tomorrow you meet them, you say good morning, and you are a total stranger. It's like we don't even know you again. So, yeah.
I made friends.
Mhm.
I made friends, but the only friends I made are immigrants like me. I made like, okay, two Canadian friends, but I don't go to their house. They don't come to my house. Like we talk, we send messages and stuff. Like we're good. But like close friends who
Like,
can
let's go
come,
out a little
yeah,
bit,
who
like
call
all
me,
people.
let's go out, come home for dinner, or they'll come to our house and stuff, are all immigrants, Ghanaians, Cameroon, Congolese. Yeah.
Basically, yeah, the immigrants. Yeah. So that is the number one for you. Do not be expecting that you're gonna have friends and be going out and chilling, having
Yeah, I thought that
fun.
when we were going to come, like we were in a nice neighborhood, like Desperate Housewives for the people who know the series.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to come and knock at our door. Oh, you're new. I did some cookies for you. I did this. No, because in France, if for example, when someone is new and they come new at work or something like that, when you see the person is not from here, you're gonna ask, "Oh, where are you from? How is it there? What are you doing here?" Like
They
French
try to
people,
get to
yeah,
know you, where
and
you're
maybe
coming
it's
from,
because we're
everything.
too curious. You know,
Yeah.
Canadians, they mind their business.
They mind their business. That's
Yeah,
right.
where you come from and blah 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 blah.
I don't care.
No.
We are working, we
Yeah.
just work, we
For
go home.
example, like in France, sometimes people were asking me, "Where do you come from?" I was saying, "I'm French." No, but like, where do you come from? Here, when they ask me where do you come from, if I say France, they see I'm black, but they're not gonna ask, "Yes, but where
Where are you?
exactly?" Or no, no, no. They mind their business. Oh, you come from France? Okay,
Okay,
bye.
that's all.
So yeah,
All right. And then we go to our next point, the number two. High cost of living, expenses very high. When we say it like this, you might think we are playing or we are joking or we don't want you to come. We are trying to
oh, we
discourage
exaggerate.
you. We are exaggerating or something of that sort. But let me give you a little breakdown. When we got to Canada, the rent, the house we rented, was 2,200 a month. That is just
Canadian
the rent,
dollars.
Canadian dollars. I'm breaking it down for you a little bit for you to know what you are going to face. $2,200 a month, excluding light bills, excluding water bills, excluding telephone bills, excluding internet bills, excluding insurance. In all, if we put everything together, just to put our heads to sleep at a good place, to have a comfortable place to sleep, it was costing us almost 3,500, sometimes even 4,000 a month, $4,000 a month.
Only for the house. No, like
Only
we're
for the
not
house.
talking about the kids, like the school, the daycare or anything. Only the
The
house.
house. We are not talking about
The food.
clothing, the food, groceries. We've not even mentioned it. If you have a big family like ours, where can we even call our family big? Because we are five. Yeah, we are big. We pass for a big family. I mean, three kids, and yeah. So the clothes that you have to buy will probably not be the same as where you're coming from.
Winter clothes.
Winter clothes, to be precise. I had to throw away all of my jackets, because over here they are buying jackets with minus negative 45, negative 35. So my jacket was actually not good enough and it was too light. Something that I thought was heavy in France I had to throw it away, get something different, which is quite expensive as well. $160, $200. And then imagine if you have a family of five and you have to provide even for kids as well. And the clothing, and then you have to get special clothes, special trousers for snow. A whole lot.
And
It's
for the
a
kids,
whole lot.
it's
And for the
like
kids, it's
times
like
two or times three.
times three.
Because
Yeah.
today they'll forget their hat, tomorrow the gloves, the next day the jacket. So you need everything like double or triple. So if you buy how do you say it, like winter
clothes.
clothes for kids, you got to make sure that it has to be double or triple.
Double, everything. So yes, it is very expensive here, trust me. And when it comes to groceries, even if you are buying groceries, you see in France, when I buy something and it's $5, I'm paying $5 and I'm gone. Over here, I'll buy something for $5. I took it as $5. I'll get to the receptionist to pay, and trust me, it will be around maybe $6 something because they have added taxes to it. Added taxes to what I am buying as well. And every month we spend almost like is it 1,200, 1,300, sometimes even more.
Can be more.
Just on groceries, it can be more, sometimes even more, because trust me, be prepared before you come. It is quite expensive here. Life here is quite expensive. And to even balance it, she was working at night, I was working daytime. So more often we used to meet just 30 minutes in the morning, because she will come from night, she will get home around, let's say 6, and by 6, when she gets in, I'm also leaving for work. By the time I will get back, she is also leaving. So it's more like we don't even get to meet as a family. Some of the challenges, because if we don't work, if we both don't work, trust me, the expenses is so crazy. I didn't even mention car insurance, because the bus systems and everything, I mean,
even with kids, how can you take the bus with the kids? You have
with
to
kids and the
take them to school,
the storms,
go and pick them back. Like you can't. And here we are in Quebec. In Quebec, your driver's license, you have to pay for it every year. Every year for you as a birthday gift, because it's on your birthday, you have to pay for your driver's license. For the car, you have to pay for your car plate every year.
And then let me tell you something. Our first car that we bought, which was the BMW, and a surprise that shook me to the bone. And
our BMW. From your Ford, to your.
Oh, let me be. I really. The thing is, I felt it, and the reason I'm saying I felt it is that if we bought the car, let's say 15,000, if we bought it for 15,000, just a number, I'm just giving a figure. If we bought it for 15,000, I got to pay. I went to the insurance office, the permit office, to go and just do my license and everything, switch it up, and then take it and go my way. And then they told me, you are not paying that amount, you are paying taxes on it. After paying the 15,000, they tell me that no.
So you paid the 15,000 to the person who sold the car to me.
And then the government is now taking taxes from me. How much is it? Is it 10%?
10%.
10% from it. And trust me, the money they took from me up till date,
especially when you're not ready. When you know that you buy a car this price, you have 10% taxes and blah blah blah. When you arrive, you know you're ready. But when you're not ready,
I had no idea, and I had to pay that amount
cash same day.
Now
yeah.
So now it still hurts because that money was huge. Trust me, that money was huge. So yeah, let's go. It is expensive over here. Let's go to number 3.
Extreme weather conditions.
Yeah.
Masohito, the heater is on. That's why I have this. The weather is crazy. Okay, you're going to say, yeah, but what did you think? You know that Canada is a cold country. And yes, but...
Is it when you are coming from somewhere like Africa, we might tell you and you'll be like, oh, they say it's cold, and you'll be like, oh yeah, they say it's cold. So somehow you'll be prepared. You will think that, hey, they say it's cold, so I'm going to meet the cold and it will be normal to you. But when you are coming from a country that is already cold and you know how it is, when we say the weather is cold. You know how it is. We're coming from France, so we know how it is when we say it is cold or something of that sort. We know. And then we get to this place, and it's like, no, this is not the same kind of cold I have been experiencing. Because it's like the jackets I brought from there, every jacket I brought from there
It's
it's
like a
not working
t-shirt.
here.
It's like
It's
a
like a
t-shirt.
t-shirt over here. And I'm like, hey, hey. I'm like, what? And one of the secrets about it is when you have to even look at your phone and it's on -1, and it's -1 today. I mean, put on something nice and stuff like that.
Feels like
And then
minus.
my first time and stepping out, and I'm like, -1. Did I look at the phone very well? Was it -10? And I checked again. And I'm like, the thing is -1. Not knowing that Google actually writes it down there that it feels like -20. It feels like minus. So imagine if it is already -25 or -40, and it is telling you that it feels like -50, -6. Oh, the weather can be extreme. And aside being cold, wind, strong winds. It's crazy. And sometimes.
But we are complaining we're in Quebec, but the people who are in Saskatchewan
Nunavut,
or
is it Nunavut?
Nunavut,
Nunavut. The spelling is Nunavut, but I don't know how to say it.
Manitoba,
Manitoba
and
like
oh,
for them, it's on another level of coldness. You get it. So yeah, be prepared for extreme weather conditions.
And it's less cold when it snows.
Yeah.
Then like it's when it's not snow, like the day after the snow, it's freezy and
it's freezing.
Forget. Or when it rains, that ice rain.
The ice rain, yeah.
Even when you drive, be extremely careful. It's very, very, very dangerous. They call it. There's something they call black ice.
Black ice.
Hey, black ice.
Dangerous. You don't see the ice on the floor.
You remember what happened to you when there was the black ice?
Life experiences. It's not easy, so trust me. And over here, to tell you the truth, it's not just about the cold. When it is hot, it is also hot.
But wait, before we go to the hot, we're going to end with this about the cold. When it snows, and you have to like take off the snow from your,
from your car.
Yeah, from the car
from your house and everything.
And the parking and stuff.
Lot and everything.
So when you know you have to work at 7, and you're gonna think that I can wake up at 5:30 and get ready and be on time at work. Take like about 1 hour to take off the snow from your car, from your parking, from the
and trust me, when you see people do it on the internet, you think it is an easy job. Trust me, the removing snow is work.
Mississippi.
It's serious work. You will get
and there's a way to do it.
It's not there.
There's a way to do it. We were doing it like this.
Straight.
Share. When you see the neighbors doing it, they do like this.
They have
and then like this
techniques going about it. You have to learn all of this.
And you have to buy. You also have to buy stuff.
Equipments.
Yeah.
So it comes back to the expenses.
But we're going to show you everything. We have like videos about when we arrived and stuff. We're going to put everything so you can see how it really is.
Okay. Let's go to the number 4. Number 4 is it is not as rosy as people talk about. To find a job here is not that simple as people make it seem. Like as soon as you get here, you get a job. No, it's not that simple. It takes a lot. It takes some qualifications. Yes, there are jobs, but it won't come on a silver platter.
It might not be the job that you want to. Maybe you work in a bank where you live, and you're going to see job offers. In banks, they look for people and stuff. But when you arrive, they want you to have the Canadian experience. So it's not because you were a bank manager or something in your country that when you come here, they'll take you as a bank manager. No, they want you to have experience. Maybe they'll take you at the reception, try you and see how you are, how you work. And then that's why here you can move quickly.
The ladder, yeah. And even if it is your schooling, they will still have to probably let you go to school again. If you have any profession. According to what you know what to do. So don't be expecting that, hey, I come here today, tomorrow I have a job. If you have it that way, fine. There are people who, who have been lucky enough to have it that way.
Yeah.
But don't set your expectations too high.
Yeah.
That hey, Canada,
Or maybe
Canada, I get here, I
I'm
get
a
a job.
nurse. They need
I'm a nurse,
nurses.
they
They
need
say it
nurses,
everywhere
they
and
say it
stuff. So when I
everywhere.
arrive, I'm gonna have a hospital or something where to
work
work.
with. It's not that simple.
You might even be a cleaner
Yeah,
in the hospital before you can do like your courses and stuff and be a nurse. There are some. I met a Uber driver. He was a doctor in his country, a doctor, a whole doctor, and we need doctors here. But because of where he comes from, where he did his education, he
has to upgrade himself with another course of maybe 7 years again or 4 years again to become a medical doctor here. And if you think
it's
about,
very expensive.
If you think about, you've spent about 10 years of your life as a medical student to learn and become a doctor, and then you get here thinking that, hey, I am a doctor, and they ask you to go to school again for another 7 years because they do not accept your accreditation because of where you are coming from.
And sometimes it's scary because the guy was he was a doctor in his country, but he was a nurse here, and he was also an Uber driver because he needed money to be able to do his course. The guy was tired. It's scary.
It's not easy.
It's very, 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 and it can even be like very dangerous because you don't rest.
Yeah.
You have to work to get money and be able to be okay later. So most of the people who say, yeah, here is very good, blah, 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 most of them, they are not newcomers. There are people who lived here for like for a long time, so they know the system. So it's not everyone who's going to talk about the bad things that happen to them and stuff like that.
And most of them, you see, people who have lived here already, most of them who have the permits and the resident permits to live here, permanent resident permits to live here, most of them are being helped one way or the other by the government and stuff like that. If you are like us, who is coming in as immigrants, trust me, you have to be prepared
with
for
a
like
work
2
permit.
3 years with work permit and everything. The government is not going to help you pay for anything.
If you can,
everything has to come from
if you can, an advice, if you can have the patience, like don't rush to come here. Try to come with the permanent residency, like do express entry. That's or if you're in Quebec, you go to Arima and apply. But like with a work permit,
everything is gonna come from your pocket straight away.
You're gonna realize your dream. You're gonna be here and stuff. But there are a lot of things.
After 6 months, after 6 months, you're gonna feel it. You will be like, damn, I can't even save a penny. Let's go to the final one we're gonna talk about. Let me allow this woman to speak about it because this is more.
More what? Why?
More.
Why should it be more for women? It's a couple thing. It's not a women thing. Masa, give me your emotion.
Okay, so number 5 is loneliness. Loneliness and higher rates
of loneliness. Okay.
Number 5. So loneliness.
Loneliness. So when you arrive with your family, I talk more about family because that's how we arrived here. So as our experience, when you come from a place where you were born, where you grew up, you have friends, you have your family, you have it's your comfort zone, you know everything, and you know everywhere. When you arrive here, even with your family, it's not because you think they're 5, they have their kids, they're busy, they do this. You still need people to talk to. When you arrive, you have 6 hours difference, like for friends, 6 hours difference. When you want to talk to your friends, the time zone. So if you have something to tell your friends or something, you're going to check the time. It's already midnight there. They're sleeping. You're going to wake up. It's going to be the time where you can call them, but they're at work. When they close work, you too, you're at work. So you're really, really gonna miss having someone to talk to, because I can talk to my husband, but you still need your friends. You still need there's some conversation I'm gonna have with him. I can have with my friends. There's some conversation I'm gonna have with my friends that I can tell him. Not that I have things to hide from him, but I'm a woman.
That is normal.
He's a man. It's normal, and you really, really miss those stuffs. And when you arrive here, you don't really have people. When you go out, everywhere it's cold. People don't have time to stay in the street and talk with you or things like that.
You can live in one neighborhood for 20 years and you don't know the name of one person, even your neighbor. You don't even know his name. It can be like that. That is how extreme it can be, you know. So just as she said, it cuts you away from your family. It cuts you from your normal routines.
Yeah, it makes me think. One day I had a customer, and I was looking at her address. It's like she was like 2 houses from us. So I looked at her face. I was like, I never saw this woman.
You see, 2 houses from where we live, and she's never seen her before. So that is how it is. It can be very lonely here, and it leads to loneliness, leads to depression, it leads to stress, it leads to
depression,
aggressiveness. It leads to.
I work with a lot of students, and they could tell me, Amma, I feel really, really, really lonely. One girl told me on TikTok, she's been here for 3 years and she has no friends. And she's a student, so you might think that as a student, I'm going to have
friends
in school or in my class or something, and we'll be doing stuff.
Nobody. Everybody comes to school, they go back to their homes and they go back into their shelves, and that's it.
And even the friends I was talking about, the one I met them on social media. I met them on Facebook, on Instagram, and then we vibed from there, and we got to know each other and be friends. So it's not even people I met outside. Yeah.
So that's how crazy it can be. You can be very lonely over here. So the advice we're gonna give you is that mentally you have to be strong. Prepare yourself mentally, because health-wise it can even affect you. It can even affect the way you eat. It can affect your way of living. It can affect everything around you. There is absolute loneliness over here. Your whole life can be subjected to work, home, sleep, work, home, sleep, work, home, sleep.
Eat, cry, you don't have time.
And nothing else. Because you can be doing 2 jobs, 3 jobs just to make ends meet, because it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Those students I was telling you about, when I worked at night, like I started at 10 to 6. So the students were coming at 11 to 7, and they started school at 8. It didn't even have time to go and bath. They had to go straight to work.
Wow.
And they didn't even have time to sleep. And that time they were allowed to work 40 hours. So like they were taking advantage to work those 40 hours because they needed
the money to pay their rent, their bills and stuff like that. So 5 points that we have given to you. And
we hope that it will help you guys. And it's not like we talk about Canada because that's where
we are here right now.
We
are sharing our experiences.
It can be the same in other countries. Like the difference of culture is like worldwide. It's everywhere. Every country has its culture. So when you go somewhere, like don't be expecting too much, especially when you see things on social media. Not everything you
see is real. Trust me. There are a whole lot of
we talk about
you fake stuff, and
because we talk about what we want to talk about, and like you talk more about positive things than negative things.
We are giving you the reality on the ground, the realities on the ground. And talking about loneliness, as you can see, I'm not lonely out here. So niggas, ciao, I have some business to take care of. Can't you see she looks gorgeous? And
Sorry, don't say the N word. Yes.
So talking about loneliness, as our final topic, as you can see, I have a queen right here with me, and she's looking damn gorgeous and sexy. And I would love to have I would love to break my loneliness routine. So guys, see you,
George. Anyways, guys, don't forget to subscribe. So guys, don't forget to subscribe, and we really want to thank all of you guys, especially those who are still here. I know a lot of people unsubscribed because we didn't post for a long time, So some of you had like the patience to wait for us. And those who are gone, I hope that you'll gain our trust again and come back with other people. And yeah, hope you like it. So subscribe, like, and thank you.
Bye bye.